It actually disturbs my soul to know that there are people out there who are okay with enslaving their children. They are okay with bringing their children into existence where we are slaves. They are okay with this as long as it provides them with their emotional needs. They are okay with enslaving their children. I mean, from day one, we're enslaved. We have to get up and go to school, which is an indoctrination. It's not really teaching you anything. It's not really teaching you how to, you know, how to really nurture your own skill set. No, it's teaching you how to become a good employee for somebody else. It's only if you break out of that teaching and that indoctrination do you have some sort of a chance of becoming an entrepreneur or working for yourself or doing something that you absolutely love. But the majority of it is just training, children how to think, training children how to sit and listen and be quiet and do what they're told, and training them on how to be a good slave for somebody else. So people are actually okay with enslaving their own children. This is quite disturbing to me. I know a lot of people who, they weren't born in this country. They've been programmed and brainwashed to believe that, America has all these opportunities, the land of the free, and there ain't shit free here, not even the air we breathe, okay? Everything costs. Everything cost. Even the natural resources cost. Okay? So it's quite disturbing to me that people will actually voluntarily enslave their children because they have these emotional needs that they're hoping are met through having children. And it's just, like I said, the sick psychology of a human being, the fact that we have to need people. The thought of being alone, the thought of not having a family, the thought of not having a spouse, just being alone is super, super scary to a lot of people. And I get that, I understand that. I understand that fear. Trust me, it's not irrational. What is irrational, though, is not overcoming that fear and actually bringing somebody into existence to be enslaved. Well, some people say, well, if you're doing something that you enjoy, if you're doing something that you love, it won't be enslavement. But everybody here is playing a survival game. And because with the cost of living, people have turned their hobbies into, just another way of making money. It's not even enjoyable at this point because now I have to market, get my brand and my business out there because I have this need for money. And it's just, procreation is not something that is a need. It's not. So either way you look at it, it's just not something that needs to be done. You don't know the fate of your child. You don't know how your child will be able to survive in this life. You don't know if your child will even like this life. Okay? Just look at all the people that have committed suicide and decided that this life wasn't really worth it. Look at all the people that do drugs and alcohol and cope just to tolerate this life. And I don't care how you cope. It's the fact that you have to cope is what makes it a net negative. You know, I use traveling as a coping mechanism. Just because traveling could be considered fun doesn't mean that coping is still a net negative. The fact that I even have to cope in this life.